Hello, we're the Hay family from England. I'm Charlotte. Matilda.
Frankie.
Flora.
Matthew.
Stephen.
And we did the Inca Jungle Trail.
Which was amazing. The first day we did biking. We started up at the highest point of the mountains and just came all the way down.
70 kilometers downhill, no pedaling.
It was
a little bit cold, but amazing.
Yeah,
absolutely
it was so
amazing.
good. And then you stay the night in a really, really nice hostel called Casa de Mono, which means House of the Monkey, because they have a monkey called Mona Lisa.
What was the woman's name, Mommy?
Justina.
It's more a homestay than a hostel. It's just basically living accommodation that this family provides.
Amazing
and it's kind of a subsidiary business for them, along with their coffee.
Yeah, it was nice and rustic and beautiful views,
And
you
the
sort of
coffee
get a
was
feel of how they live.
incredible.
It was the best place we stayed. Not because it was sophisticated. I mean, you had like clean toilets and stuff. It was pretty basic, but
You had all you needed.
but actually it was much more comfortable, enjoyable.
And it was more of an experience than just going to a standard
Because you're
hostel.
interacting with the people a bit more.
Yeah, we were very grateful to Henry. Henry was our tour guide, and we were the only people staying with Justina and her son,
Jinjan.
Jinjang.
Who
And
was
they were
very good.
completely charming hosts. So we lived in this very sort of rural environment,
Particularly
perched
Jinjang.
on the side of the hill,
Yeah.
with turkeys and
Monkeys.
a donkey, monkey, dogs, cat.
And, the
and we s-
Mountain,
The morning before we left, we got to see how they made coffee. From picking like the fruit and getting out the beans and then grinding them and roasting them. We got to try the fresh coffee. And also Jinjad did really cool like traditional face painting on our faces with some kind of...
different shapes.
Yeah,
and
Flora got
just
Circle of Life.
We got the
Really
Circle
good.
of Life, it was amazing.
Day 2 we hiked along old Inca trails, not the Inca trail but other Inca trails, and it was again
That was
stunning
good.
views. And we got to go across a cable car, which we thought was going to be like
Yeah,
a ski
massive
resort
twist.
cable car, and it was actually just like a little
Plank.
cable across the river. It was really fun.
Yeah.
It was a cable bucket. Basically,
That's
it
a bit rude.
was a couple of planks hanging from a metal frame
very
and
safe.
pulled across.
By a little Parisian man.
And it was extremely exciting.
And then we could rest our aching feet in these like really nice hot springs,
Super clear,
Lovely
you can see
and
the
warm.
bottom. One
Really
was like
warm,
26 degrees
just
and
in the
32.
mountains.
So
It's amazing.
nice. And we met some nice Peruvian policemen who were from Cusco as well. Cusco, sorry.
No, they're
No,
from
they were
Santa
Santa
Teresa.
Yeah,
Teresa.
they've been posted to Santa Teresa.
I think
I think they were suspicious.
perhaps one of the most memorable things sort of overall has been the stunning scenery. So that first day bicycling down, we came from a sort of glacial mountain scenery right down to almost a subtropical.
Henry said we go through 11 different climates.
And we came down through the clouds, alternating clouds and sunshine, and often those spectacular views with the mountain tops above the cloud and the valley below the cloud. And then when we stayed in the monkey house, we were on the edge of a very steep hill with spectacular gorge below us, and the whole time that we were walking, we had this tremendous river at the bottom of the canyon, thundering past with great boulders and these mountains towering.
And then on the third day we did a zip line on
Yeah,
the
it was really
recommendation
fun.
of Henry. So we got picked up from our hostel quite bright and early, and basically there are 6 lines that you do with a couple of tour guides, and the first one is really quite scary, the practice one, but it was great fun. We did
They're
various
literally
things.
going across from one side of the mountain to the other over this massive
And
valley.
they're
with
all
the
about
river.
120 metres above the ground, so if you fall, you've got a long way to fall, but it's very safe. And we did
Felt like
spinning
you're
round.
flying.
We did Spider-Man, where you hang upside down with your feet up like this and your arms down. We did Superman with a guide behind you. We did double Superman.
We did Dead Superman.
And one of the cables goes up to 60 kilometres an hour, which is really cool.
They've got a cool
It's
dog.
a very
Negro.
Negro.
cleverly chosen site for the zip wiring, because they've got these 3 very steep valleys that come together. So you do one short, sharp climb in the morning, and then it's all zip wiring across 6 different positions. It was really exciting, and the instructors were such nice people. You felt really confident.
And now we're at Machu Picchu. The end.
Wonderful views.
Thanks, Henry, for a great trip.
No. We have to say that Machu Picchu is the absolutely most stunning place of all.
It is.
And maybe we should hear from Stephen.
Yep, Daddy.
Oh, his video is so
I think
long.
the only criticism I'd have of this trip is I didn't like Santa Teresa. I didn't think it was a very nice town, but you just have to deal with that because that's where you are. And the two hostels we stayed in after the homestay were a bit disappointing, probably because we'd stayed in the homestay, which was so nice and
Clean.
so organic, I guess. And then the hostels were just a bit noisy and for me that was pretty much the only disappointment of the trip. I also want to mention how I know it seems kind of sycophantic, but our tour guide Henry is really good, mainly because obviously he's very experienced and knows a lot, but there's clearly still a real passion. He always talks about us coming back to Peru and believes we're all going to come back and really believes in tourism in his country as more than just a kind of means to a financial end, which I really enjoyed. And
he explains all the history
Yeah,
really
his
well.
history is incredible. The names of the mountains are difficult to remember.
Yeah. So I think he organises a great trip.
First on the bus.
First up to Machu Picchu.
And so we had the magical experience of being the first to Machu Picchu.
And obviously good administration and organising sunshine on the day we went up to
Yeah,
Machu
well done,
Picchu.
Henry. You did well with the weather.
Told
weather's
the
been
mountain
great.
gods that,
And he looked after the slower members of the trip as well. Always very cheerful and encouraging.
But he wasn't a very good president.
No, we played a card game and he was lousy. Actually, he wasn't. He did
He
very
made
well.
president once and lost it straight away.
Yeah.
He was a good dog.
Stunning
Thank you,
ring.
Henry.
Thanks, Henry.
Thank you,
very much.
Henry.